What's up, eCom guys? Your man Marcus Anguilla here. Today with a funnel breakdown, actually on a strategy that we are implementing and that I'm showing here with one specific example, so you can directly have an idea of how it looks like. And this strategy is essential if you want to really crush 2024 and the years after. This is essential. It talks about educational funnels, advertorials, how to use them, how to combine them with existing ads that you already have. And if you're currently in a situation where you're facing, let's say, diminishing returns, the more you spend, and you're kind of like running out of ideas, in terms of just circling through creatives, this might not be the problem, right? So in this video, I'm going to uncover what the actual problem is and why you're competing with the same, like with all of your competitors for very limited space, and how you can actually enhance this and outrun your competition with this strategy. And hope this is going to be valuable. We're going to go through a lot of stuff. But before that, a little bit of an intro to who I am. My name is Marcus Anquila. If you're new to this channel, this might be the first breakdown that you see. I have hosted a couple of other ones where I just break down strategies that we see working. I'm the CEO and founder of Leverage Consulting, where we help e-commerce brands to build up their in-house team, build up their in-house creative team, and also media buying team, to then eventually get rid of agencies that are not working in the best interests of you. And we've had countless success stories, spending $500,000 a month on Meta, Google not even included. So over $500,000 a month on e-commerce. So those are the learnings that we see, and I'm teaching them here, right? So make sure to subscribe, like the video if you want, if you like it, and give me a comment on any questions you have, and I'm going to answer them. All right, cool. Let's jump in. So full awareness stages meta strategy 2024 breakdown. So what is important here? So in this case, I took one brand. As I was doing research for one of our partners, I noticed this brand, right? The brand is called, what is it called? Naked and Thriving, exactly. The brand is called Naked and Thriving, okay? So what I did was I just analyzed, okay, what kind of ads are they running, right? And what I saw is that they run two types of ads, actually, right? So one type is the one that you most likely know already, right? Which is the most common one, which is just like you have image creatives or UGC creatives, video creatives running to a sales page, right? So this is kind of like the funnel that you most likely know, pretty normal ads, creating attention and at the same time educating a little bit, especially in the UGC creatives, right? So this is where you have some education, people talking about why the product is so great, what kind of transformation they experience, but that's the regular stuff, right? And I'm not even going to go too deep into this because you most likely have heard this a million times, right? So it's speaking to the pain points, stating the offer as well, as you can see here, right? Up to 25% off. And then you run those ads from their page. They run the ads to a sales page, right? And this sales page, in this case, it's a flash sale, or at least they say it's a flash sale. It's a limited time offer. This is the screenshot of the page. So what does this page do? It's showcasing the products and the offer, right? So here you can see you can get a free, mini with it with a specific code, and you also save up to 25% on bundles, right? So you have some kind of scarcity, urgency as well, that it's a flash sale, and exactly here, for example, you see how one product is, is shown. So here you save 25%. So that's kind of like the normal, regular funnel that you might run for a promotion or just as an evergreen funnel. So, but what is the problem with this funnel? The problem with this funnel is that when we go a little bit deeper into marketing and really understand how to market your product to your target audience, we need to go a little bit deeper, right? And the reality is that you are competing with all of your competitors on the same battlefield, fighting with the same weapon. Why did I say in the beginning that you might have heard this a million times? Because that's literally what everybody is doing, right? Everybody is doing exactly this. So from a customer's perspective, or let's say potential customer perspective, if they see those ads, what is the likelihood that that you are just going to roll over your competition? It's a very low likelihood, right? And this might be something that you're experiencing, right? Where you see that, this is something that most of the agencies, especially ad creative agencies, do. They try to solve this problem by producing insane amount of creatives, right? But this is just you're just doing this. You're trying to find a solution with the same exact approach, even though it doesn't work, right? So that's kind of like the definition of insanity, that as Einstein said. And this is what most brands do, right? So you might be thinking, okay, I just need more creatives, more creatives, more creatives. But essentially, the issue is that you are fighting for a market segment that everybody's fighting for, and you're using the same exact tools, right? So this is why ultimately the brands that have the longest breath, or translated the most cash, they ultimately survive. And the other ones, they will just not have the returns that are necessary in order to scale, right? And that keeps a lot of brands stuck. So this is something very basic. You have most aware people, product aware people, solution aware people, problem aware people, unaware people. And what most of the ads, the normal ads, let's say, tap into is literally those three, right? Solution aware, product aware, most aware. Some target the problem aware. This is when you're more into this longer form UGC, when you're talking to a specific pain point. But you need more space to really dig into pain points and explain them and create resonance to prepare people to be solution aware, right? So this is what most of the normal ads, they are not, this is not the right medium, okay? So now we get to the second part, which is very, very interesting. And this you can see here. So the same exact brand is running ads that are not running through their page, through their brand page, right? So those ads are run by them or their agency, internal team, whatever. But as you can see, like it says here, Dr. Dana Ellis, right? When we scroll in, Dr. Dana Ellis, Dr. Alexandra Zaitani, right? Dr. Dana Ellis. So as you can see, what are those ads talking about? Dermatologist tries Naked and Thriving's Illuminate Serum for 4 weeks. Here's what happened, okay? Next one, Naked and Thriving versus Lancome. Who wins? Naked and Thriving's new serum, a dermatologist's verdict. Okay, interesting. So we're basically, they're playing with an authority, which is in their case the dermatologist. When you're talking about serums, skin, who is the most authority, the most authority person that you can think of? Most likely a dermatologist, right? Because if you have skin problems, you go to your dermatologist, and whatever this dermatologist tells you, you will try out, right? So they use this trust party in order to verify that their product is the only solution out there, right? So we're basically here in that space where we are heavy on the problem aware, going to the solution aware market, right? So those are people that might have a problem, but they're not sure what kind of solution is the best one, or they're people that know, okay, I need a serum, but I'm not sure which one I should take, right? So then they're faced with, okay, should I take Lancôme, which everybody's taking, right? It's the brand that everybody knows, or should I take this one? So that's more in the solution aware space. But we're working with an authority, right? So what do they do then? So those ads, just to wrap that up, those ads are mostly image creatives. They're creating attention only. That's very important. They're not educating. Those are kind of like the ads that you might know from magazines, like online magazines and stuff like that. And they're creating attention only. So they're speaking to a specific awareness stage in the audience that I've shown you, and they are ran through another Facebook page. So where do they go to? Where do we send them to? They send them to advertorials, right? Or / educational funnel. So what do they do, right? The big, like some of the benefits are that the traffic that you drive there is pretty cheap, right? And like in terms of CPCs, like for example, also what we see is that if your normal CPC is like 150 or 2, on an advertorial, most likely it's more 50 cents to $1, right? So it's cheaper to drive people to that advertorial. Sometimes it's even cheaper than 50 cents. Depends completely on the niche and on your product. But let's look into how this is structured, right? So here, for example, a dermatologist tries Naked and Thriving's new resurfacing night serum for 4 weeks. Here's what happened, before and after. And then you have like a not too long of an article, but an article where she basically breaks down how this serum has helped her to achieve a more desirable end result, right? So this is what you can see here. Short story of the authority that breaks down why the serum is working and why she recommends that serum. After that, they get sent to, you might guess it, the sales page. It's exactly the same sales page, right? So then the people are ready to buy the product, because if we would send them from this ad creative directly to the sales page, what would happen? Nobody would buy, because the people are not ready. They're not in the awareness stage yet. So we use the advertorial to move them down in the awareness stages, so that now they're pre-qualified, so that they are ready to receive a sales message, right? And let's say, I don't know, like 1 to 2% are buying directly, right? So they directly go to the sales page, they buy directly, and the other 99 or 98%, what do we do with them, right? What happens is that they already engaged with the pixel that they use also on this page, right? So it's the same exact pixel that they also use in their other ads, like their main pixel. And this, like those people, they engage with the pixel. And what Facebook does, especially with those normal creatives, it looks for low-hanging fruits, right? And if there's no more low-hanging fruits, you see diminishing returns. So what happens is that you basically use this knowledge of the pixel in order to drive higher quality people to your normal ads. And this is why they, in all of the cases that I've seen so far, they work better once you add this layer, and they're more scalable, right? So exactly. So as you can see, this is like hosted on another domain as well. And you can see here another example of a comparison of two products, right? Okay. So advertorial, educational funnels. So as you can see, it drives sales directly. Just going to make this a little bit smaller. It drives sales directly, and it also fuels your normal funnel, right? So there's two positive outcomes on that. And then just to complete that, exactly what I wanted to show you as well is, so what are those advertorials actually doing? Advertorials and educational funnels allow you to access more of your total addressable market, right? So total addressable market refers to a total potential revenue or sales opportunity available for a product or service within a specific market or of industry. In other words, TAM represents the maximum amount of demand that exists for a particular product or service. Let's say if you sell serums, this is the market that you could, right, totally address, right? This is the total market that is in theory available to you. SAM, the portion of the TAM that a particular company or business can realistically target and serve with its products or services. So of this total addressable market, not all of the people are really addressable, right? Some people, for example, let's take just Meta as an example, they're not on Meta, they're not on Facebook, they're not on Instagram, so we cannot reach them technically, right? So they might be totally addressable, but they're, for example, not shopping online, right? So we could only address them if we would be in a physical store. And then the SOM, the portion of the SAM that a company can realistically capture and generate revenue from, given its marketing and sales efforts, pricing strategies, competitive landscape, operational constraints, and so on and so forth, right? So this is where we are more in the competition part, right? So this is what we realistically can capture of this market, right? But even there are layers, right? Depending on the strategy that you use, like this is exactly the leverage that we have and that we have to, let's say, explore, right? And this is just one tactic of making this SOM of yours bigger, right? And access more of the market. So in a way, you can think of educational funnels as branding that pays for itself. What do I mean by that? So what this funnel does is it drives traffic to a piece of content that educates people about your product, right? And the more people are educated about your product, the higher the likelihood that they will buy it, right? So your product gets more known. And as long as this pays for itself, which means what you spend here is basically coming back directly through people buying it, that's basically free branding, right? Because as I told you, those normal ads, this normal funnel will work better the more top of funnel, you could say, ads you're driving there, right? And this is where you make then even a profit, right? So exactly. So just to wrap that up, sales page. What's the next step? I think a little bit of it's very good to also take that with you when you break down such a funnel, to go up until the end and just really understand how they make money. Here you see like a special offer that's an upsell, lower cost complementary product at a big discount, right? So $15 instead of $26, and it ties into the pain point they want to solve, right? So they deeply understand their customers. They know they want to prevent aging, right? And this is why they offer this specific product at a discount, right? So this increases your AOV even more, and most likely after that, of course, the purchase, and most likely, I didn't check that in this case, they have a post-purchase upsell, right? Where they offer then a bigger package or bigger packages at an even bigger discount, right? As a one-time offer. So this way you make, you do a lot of things in order to make things more profitable. And I hope that funnel breakdown was helpful. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Really here to, help you show you that it's actually not that hard to make things work in 2024, even though a lot of people say, oh, it's getting harder. But, they're just working in this space, and you need to be more creative and just find new ways. And those are principles that have worked forever, right? Before there was any, online advertising or anything like that. Those are really copywriting, marketing principles, and this is what you should base your marketing on. So if this is interesting to you, let me know, give me a like, and give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel because I'm uploading every week, and looking forward to hear your feedback, your questions, and if you need help implementing this or similar strategies, and getting more independent from agencies because maybe you're not happy with the results, we can definitely chat and help you just, first of all, understand your situation and really, do an implementation roadmap. That's always the first step. So we're not directly jumping into, yes, we can do this for you, whatever, blah, blah, blah. First of all, it's about really like understanding for both parties, like what is it actually that needs to be done, right? And then you have a clearer picture, and yeah, then we can see if that works for both parts. But yeah, definitely make sure to check that out. Check out my other videos to get some more insights. And yeah, looking forward to hearing from you. Bye bye. Take care.